Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to go through my top 5 big lures for pike. I'm going to talk you through all my favourite lures, just from personal experience. I've no affiliation to any particular brand, so these are just my personal favourites. Let's get into it with number 5. So number 5 is the Garcia McHybrid. It's a more recent addition to my lure box, and I've been using it a lot recently. In a video I just blanked on. But I really like the action. I've had loads of follows, and I'm sure it won't be long before I have my first pike on this lure. I really like the fact that you get 2 options to hook it up to your trace. So obviously this one kind of pulls it along horizontally in the water. Obviously you can let it sink to certain depths and then retrieve it. And this one gives it kind of like a more of a tail walking action in the water. So obviously you can see it when you're fishing it. It really displaces so much water, and it's really enticing for the pike. But yeah, in my recent video where I blanked, I did get a shed load of follows on this lure. We're certainly testing this out every time I'm on the bank with the lures in future. As you can hear, it's got a really nice rattle to it, and it did come in the packaging with a curly tail. So you can just unscrew the tail there and swap it up for a curly tail, which is decent. Gives it that kind of extra length on the bait. And yeah, this one's, I can't remember the exact length, in the packaging now, but I'm sure it's about, these ones are 23 centimeters, and it's slightly shorter, so it's about 20 centimeters, 21 centimeters. But yeah, great lure. And that's in at number 5, just for personal preference for using it. Right, number 4, we've got a big curly tail lure, and this is actually made by, if you can see it there, if it's the right way around, EP Lures. It's 2 brothers that live locally to me, and they started making lures a few years ago. They had to stop due to unforeseen circumstances, but hopefully they'll restart in the future. You can find them on Instagram, but I don't think they're selling any lures anymore. But yeah, I managed to grab a couple when they were making them, and this is a great lure. I've had a few fish on this, and yeah, it moves a lot of water, and the big curly tail is just irresistible for the pike. I've got that on a stinger rig. And I did push a couple of rattles in, as you can hear there, just for added attraction. Number 3, we've got the Berkley Zilla Flanker, and yeah, this is just a great lure to use on the canals, on the rivers, lakes, whatever you name it. Yeah, loads of rattle, loads of noise, loads of vibration, and yeah, it's got zipping action in the water, so you can kind of like sink and draw it. I kind of like to cast this one straight out, obviously draw the rod back, wind in the slack, draw the rod back, wind in the slack, and obviously sometimes on the pause you'll get a take, and sometimes these ones tend to draw pike right into your feet as well. There is a little ring there at the front, so you can add a weight to obviously fish the lure at lower depths as well, which is great. And yeah, a good one in the arsenal, and yeah, just a great lure all around. Number 2, we've got the Rapala Oto. Now actually I would have put the Rapala, I think it's the X-Wrap Peto in here, and that's the bigger one as well, so I think it's about 20 centimeters as well, in this rainbow trout pattern. So it's the Peto in the rainbow trout pattern is one of my favourite lures. Caught loads of pike on it, and yeah, I think I lost it in a tree or something. But yeah, I will be investing in a Peto again, and I also got one of these Rapala Otuses, and this is a smaller version. Again, you can change the tail on this one to a Paddletail, but yeah, stuck with the curly tail. Just gives it that extra length on the lure, more presence in the water. But yeah, this little thing's great for using on the canal and stuff. Again, it's got the rattle, and yeah, if my lures don't come with the rattles, if it's a soft bait, I do have some glass rattles that I always shove in there. It's always good to have a rattle. It definitely does make a difference. finally, number one, my favourite lure by far is the Lmab Kofi Perch, and that is 23 centimetres. I hook these up with stinger rigs and yeah, push rattles into them. This one in particular, the Firetiger, I've probably caught my most pike on, including my PB lure pike at, I think it was £13. Don't quote me on that. I think it was 11 or 13 pounds. It's a great lure. Definitely gets loads of attention from the pike. I also, because I liked it so much, I also bought it in a perch pattern, and I think that's called a real perch pattern, but it's more of a roach pattern really with the colours. But yeah, bought two more which I use interchangeably depending on the weather conditions and stuff, or just chop and change in general. I've used this lure that much I've actually lost the eyes on it, but it's got loads of teeth marks, and this one is kind of a bit shredded, to be honest. I did have to buy another one of these because I did lose it, so this is the second one I've got, and yeah, that is my number one lure, usually the first one I go to, and yeah, definitely would recommend this 100%. Now I do have some honourable mentions for lures. So I've got the Ricky the Roach, but I think that's the actual, I think Weston call it Ricky the Roach. This is one of the roaches, and I had a couple of these, and these are great. To be honest, I could easily shove this in my top 5 lures, and I've been using this one quite a bit recently. I caught a couple of fish in some recent videos with this, so yeah, a cracking lure, and obviously it looks like a roach, so yeah, match the hatch and all that. Yeah, thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a like. Let me know in the comments what your favourite lures are and the reasons why. I'll stick a link to the video where I use this lure to catch my PB lure pike, and that'll be here somewhere. But yeah, do check that out, and also subscribe if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more on this channel. That's it from me, guys. Take care, tight lines.